Shit. I thought I made it in time. Oh, well. We'll just segue that into a well now. I put on my favorite bandana because I needed to say, yoo-hoo! Guess what? A lot of interesting stuff. I'm glad. I'm late here. I apologize, but I imagine the majority of viewers will be tuning in after the live stream. I read the comments. It seems lots of people loved that RFK speech, and I can see why. I think it was real strong. If you play it again, which I'm putting it in again, it'll be even better. So we even got a ping from Fusey from out in, where is he, in the UK. He shared it. I hope you've shared that. I will tell you, I would urge you to sign up on his Children's Health Defense newsletter because they censor him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. The newsletter, they haven't censored him yet, but we'll see. Amazing stuff in there. And if you haven't seen the interview with Mary Holland, who is Kennedy's Children's Health Defense Organization's General Counsel, I did with her a few days back. The picture on the thumbnails, just her. It was cool because Vilma wanted to do a thumbnail and it froze and it's got her with her fingers up because she was animated. It was a good thumbnail. Check it out. This group seems to be the only group that is out there fighting for rights, and they're getting no press, right? Because the controlled media doesn't want the majority of the people to know about it, so suppress it. What else aren't they telling us about did you hear anything about protests in Berlin this weekend, or in England, or anywhere else in the world, or even in the U.S.? I didn't. Minimal coverage. Is that also being blocked on YouTube? I don't know. Well, now, it's infuriating. If you caught today's show, you saw that I got a little spooled up at the very end. I guess the coffee kicked in. So I have some good news. The other channel is back. I was going to do this broadcast there, but I figured I wanted to come here and share with the campers who were smart enough to A, subscribe a while ago, B, follow the simple clues that I left before that situation occurred, and C, follow the links even in the show notes or in the pinned comment that said, here's the alternate channel. I didn't use the word, what is that word? Starts with a B, it's a backup channel. I'm thinking there might be computer programs seeking those numbers and words and speech patterns out. They could be quickly pursued and the Terminator approaches from above. All right, so let's stop fooling around, but I'm in a good mood. Interesting. So I just saw that Judge Barrett got confirmed by the Senate. That's good. And what's interesting, on Fox News, you had Jonathan Turley there, who was, he's pretty liberal, but he's certainly a pro, and he certainly knows law, and he teaches law. And he said there's absolutely no reason in law or in fact or in history that Justice Barrett, soon to be Justice Barrett, should recuse herself from any case like this Obama, what is it, the Obamacare case? I don't even know what the hell it is. What are the issues? I don't know. But there's nothing there other than these idiots doing kabuki political theater. This whole thing is disgusting, in case you haven't noticed. And this media thing is a problem. They're lying to us. They're suppressing information that should be news. They've got their own agenda. Smith-muntification is there, but how much is it of their own? I'm putting in a link, top link, right here with our girl Liz Wheeler. I couldn't fit it in the headline. This is important. One of the black female founders, I believe, of Black Lives Matters has just been given a big contract with Warner Brothers so she can promote television programming and indoctrination and training to children and homes, etc. It's a good piece by Liz. She goes off on it. However, let's look at this a little differently, the way we do around here. She's hammering this Marxist activist and plays the clip of her admitting she's a trained Marxist, etc. Good clip, short piece. It never dawns on Liz, no, that what does this say about Warner Brothers giving her that contract? I'd like your thoughts. Well, now, but wait, there's more. The second link in the title is fascinating. Our war correspondent, Virginia, sent me this link. I assume it's out there, but it'll be here first for you. This is the litigation that we've heard a bunch of YouTubers were going to be suing Google. Googleberg. Was it Googlestein? I don't know. I have to ask Harry. But there's something in here that might support his argument. And not in this case, but there's another link someplace. And I had a couple of chats with Harry today. He's doing good, just because people asked. This case I have not read. I'm putting the link up. You can pull the case. It is filed in Federal District Court, Northern District of California, yet the law firm, I believe, is down in San Diego. Virginia, our war correspondent from Amsterdam, also sent me the press releases. I only read the first page or two on the phone because it was like tortured reading. It's too small. I'm going to put it up on the computer, but we have other things happening on the computer. What's happening on the computer is, can you say bulk download? Well, now, very important. 1,617 videos from the FJ channel are being sucked down to an external hard drive as we speak. I started doing them individually, and I got a cool program. I should post a link to it. The hell is it called? 4K download or 4K downloader. And Vilma gave me this. You got the free version, works great. I tested it on a couple. The download speed was like wild. 80 megabits a second. You just set it up full speed. Now I've got good cable. But I did the YouTube download from YouTube Studio. You can pull 3, 4, 5 at a time, but they kind of stack up and they slow everything down. That was downloading at 3.4 megabits per second. If you're doing one, that's still pretty good. That's per second. So, that's 30 seconds, a minute. This thing ripping down at 90 or 125 is cranking. So then if you buy the software, the $15 version, you can literally download the whole channel. It also dawned on me that in case my channel gets deleted, I've got great playlists of stuff that I like, unrelated to the political shit, like workout videos and some guitar videos. You've got a guy that's got 500 videos up, and let's say you've highlighted 5. I want those playlists. I'm really not thrilled with the idea of having to pull down all his video and use the data space, but if they crash the channel, then I don't have access to that. I'm going to have to find them again. So what's the alternative? Save the links? We have to look into that. Anyway, that's exciting stuff. The download continues. I don't know if you can see that. You see the little FJ there? There's his little face. Can you see the little green lines? Oh, happy. So I couldn't decide if we wanted to play Billy the Kid music tonight, or Are You Ready? So I didn't put in a link, but anyway, we'll come back later and come back to the main channel. I've been telling people to come here. I think we should continue this channel, and we'll call this the alternate channel, because words matter. So, that's the suit. I hope that's not in sleep mode. Hold on. That better not be slowing things down. All right, good. Where was I? Oh, the case. Yeah. So you can pull it down, read it. I'm going to read it on the big screen and check it out, and I'll get back to you later, or maybe I'll come and discuss it. Sounded reasonable. However, my normal experience with injunctions and TROs is that you have to have irreparable injury. So I don't know. They're making the arguments about conservatives and speech and the timing to the election. Then it has the emergency, I guess. I'd like to read it. Let's see how this plays out. It's a 74-page complaint, so hopefully they got some meat in it. There's some good players in there. Polly's in there. SGT Report is in there. Mikey at Space Shot is in there. A couple of, the good channels. Sarah Westall's in there. And they make the point early on in the description of the video saying that combined, these 15 channels have way more views and viewers than mainstream media. And they go through the numbers of like 6 million here, 3 million there. These guys have way more than that, and some very interesting statistics. In the press release, the attorney, the two of them, I think they're two women actually, both clerked in federal court out there, and one is one of the top 100 litigators in California, I guess. So I think they've got good credentials. Let's see how this plays. I hope it wins. I don't know if there's a RICO claim in there, is there? So let's see. We'll keep our fingers crossed, and boom, that would be strong. The third link is RFK's speech again, and that was so profound because he makes the point that the fascism, Nazism, and the authoritarian dictatorships occurred as a direct result of the worldwide depression. In the late 1929 was the stock market crash, and during the 30s. Now, look at what the assholes are trying to do. They're trying to collapse the economy because that, once again, will foster fertile ground to plant these seeds of fear, manipulation, authoritarian control, right? Because you've got people that are planning this. You've got Schwab over there at his World Economic Forum. The guy is a Nazi. He's laid it out. They're talking about the Great Reset. You've got all these clowns in Davos. I mean, part of the deal is those clowns need to be exposed for what they are. Knowing it doesn't do any good unless everybody knows it, right? What Kennedy is saying is put aside your partisan politics and decide if you want the freedom to debate those partisan politics. What you're seeing up there now is not, this is party politics, and both parties are controlled. Remember that. They're all beholden to the same money masters, the same puppet masters. When you hear a schmuck like Schumer up there, or Nadler, or Feinstein, but at least Feinstein isn't a lawyer, so she can't spin it right. You've got Pelosi, who is just, in my opinion, a gangster out of Baltimore. The point being, they have an agenda, and they are marching to the Soros beat. And I want to know, with an inquiring mind, who is using our Special Operations Manual against us? The steps of this insurgency, and it is an insurgency, make no mistake. Jeffrey Prather said that on my channel on an interview. I want to say it was in May. And I said, is this an insurgency? He said, absolutely. And it's going by the manual. It's step by step. And 4 or 5 viewers and campers put links to the manual. It's the official manual from Fort Bragg. It's a .mil site. And I put it up. I can put it up again. Now, the question is, who the hell is running this operation through our military manual against us? We the people. That's the question. Although that might just be here in the U.S. with the, what are we going to call it? Not asymmetrical warfare, but the unconventional warfare and the shenanigans with mayors aiding and abetting insurgents, perpetrating treason, funding, supplying, giving them living quarters, which are being paid for by taxpayer dollars, right? It's amazing. And Pasta Man has done nothing about this, right? And the media says these are what? Peaceful demonstrations, and they don't show us the violence and the destruction. But when the Democratic subversive supporters of this behavior come forward and are seeking federal monies to basically leverage the citizenry of the United States for their agenda and say we won't give up a, what are they calling it, a stimulus package, a bailout package to the lockdown citizens who are doing it to benefit the pharmaceutical industry, as well as the massive corporate entities, as well as the power mongers that are looking to sink their teeth into this, and they're proceeding nicely. Point being, lost my train of thought there, and I should be holding the camera the other way, so I'm confused. Hang on a second. Oh, so the media is not asking questions. The media is, what did I say this morning? They're collaborators. They're Nazi collaborators. They're not sympathizers. They're actually facilitating this. And as I said in closing this morning, the media should be the ones being protested against. The media and their facilities. And now Warner Brothers signs a deal with the Marxists. They should be boycotted. I put the comment in on Liz's site, and I'm putting that link in for you, right? Now, the media is pushing this crap. Part of it is Smith-Mundt. The other part is their own goddamn agenda, right? Which is a Marxist communist agenda originating out of the Rothschild mindset, right? One world government, UN, WHO, and ask people, when was the last time the WHO swore an oath to uphold the Constitution? So I was out. I had to wear my little bandana. Isn't that cute? So what I had to do is I asked people, wow, look at all the dead bodies piled up everywhere. You know, it's a good thing we're wearing masks. A little bizarre humor. That's from Steve in the UK. And the girl says, yeah. They realize the absurdity of it, but it's like, doesn't work. They don't click. It's like, have you seen any? On the sidewalks, on the streets, in the stores, in the hospitals? Where? When? Wait, I know where you can see them. On the covers of newspapers in the form of words, and the words are more cases. But do they tell us that the states get paid for those cases? Do people who are afraid know that the lie is being perpetrated by them being paid? No. It's like, oh, they do? Yeah? Yeah. And guess what? HHS, why would they stop insurance fraud? Why would they stop inaccurate false positives when they collect on it? Why would they stop people who haven't taken a test being reported as positive, being put into the database, and the state gets paid? Why would there be a criminal prosecution to stop them from making money? HHS is doing this. Trump should know about this. Anybody going to tweet him, pick up the phone, or are we going to let him be busy about his election? I'll tell you what, the Senate is probably more important, because if Trump doesn't win, and I think he will, but if he doesn't and brain-dead Biden gets in, the damage could be done with a Democratic Senate. If there's a Republican Senate, that bullshit's not going to happen. That's party politics. Now, let me spark up. Where did I leave off? The JFK speech. Still downloading. Should have done this a couple of months ago, right? But I think we're still Mercury retro. So we're collecting and reviewing all of the loose ends that have to be straightened out. Oh, good. CBS News. I'm putting this link in from this morning's show. This is the most outrageous propaganda. This is, they're talking about the right-wing militias. They pose a threat. What right-wing anybody has done anything that's caused any damage, any threats, anything, except for that staged nonsense with the dumbasses who may be just either patsies or false flag actors, with the nonsense with, what's her name, Whitmer in Michigan. That's the fear of the right-wing militia. Yet you have got the left wing Marxist, publishing documents, circulating them everywhere, describing how they're going to stop the coup, how they're going to disrupt society. You've got stuff being posted by Antifa. I should pull the link for Never Alone with Christ. He's back in Portland, and he's putting up some very interesting links looking at the posts and the what do you want to call them, the posters that are just glued onto lampposts and utility poles, right? Fascinating. And also, there was one that I saw this morning. He says that, there it is, it says, we'll supply the masks. And he chuckles and he says, yeah, that's like real expensive equipment. We're talking gas masks. They'll supply them. Oh, really? But they're not organized. They're an ideology. It just fell off the back of a truck, I understand, on top of all those dead bodies killed from COVID. Uh-huh. So this CBS News thing is unbelievable. You watch her tell me she hasn't memorized her script, a method actress. Oh, good. It's horseshit. So I want to know. When I saw the video on there and I saw these armed guys, I kind of felt better. I'm thinking if the police show up and are going to try to take their guns away, it's not going to end so well. And the people who are going to try to take their guns away have an oath to uphold the Constitution. So I think trying to take their guns away is violating their oath. So maybe it won't end well for those on the wrong side of the oath. Just saying. However, they're censoring free speech. And as Kennedy said, that's the first thing you have to take out to destroy the other rights. Because if you can't discuss it, if you can't debate it, if you can't argue about it, if you can't talk about the validity of masks or the PCR test or the effectiveness of various unnameable drugs, then what? You're being censored. This is what, a cyber book burning by the Nazis, by the Nazi collaborators? It sure has that feel to it, doesn't it? Like your thoughts on that one, campers. That's your CBS News thing. And I got a ton of the links this morning. I'd like to read this, the lawsuit. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. It's the second link, 15 YouTubers sue Google. And maybe I'll jump back out and I'll say, yoo-hoo, on the other channel. So thanks for tuning in, campers. Let me know what you think. If I should do more here, more there, or both. I don't think I can simulcast, but we'll see. But I want that stuff downloaded. I really didn't want all 1,617 videos. All I really wanted was the last, say, 6 months during this COVID shit, where we were dealing with the constitutional issues. But I think we'll have it all. So we are rolling now. Got a couple of good contributions, support, and encouragement, and I've thanked them directly and sent them links, because I don't know if everybody is aware that we're here. So I sent them links here. That's another reason I jumped out here. So I urge you to continue to support the channel. You could join Patreon. I got to throw a couple of posts in there this evening, and or direct contribution through PayPal. And if you do, please throw a comment in there. And I love those comments, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, campers, we are out for now. Nice and short and sweet. 23. And of course, it poured rain, so let's not get too excited. One sunny day didn't even make it to a full sunny day. All right, I'll be back at you later. I'll probably pop in on the other channel. Make sure you subscribe there. See you later. Bye for now. Oh, wait, I forgot to say. Don't forget, if you like the thinking, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and, of course, in that high squeaky voice, subscribe. Bye for now. It's not letting me go.